Well, if you're guilty of putting off that weekly clean...
For 30 years.
Like most of us, you might want to take some inspo from our next guest. Since leaving school, Jason Shipway decided to take an unconventional career path, turning his childhood passion for cleaning into a full-time job.
Now he's 24. The West Aussie is making cleaning cool with his booming business, hundreds of thousands of followers and a popular podcast. There's no excuse not to spruce up your space.
We welcome Jason Shipway to the Morning Show. Hi, Jason.
Thanks for having me, guys.
You were just 18 when you started a cleaning business. So what made you decide to start in the cleaning world?
Well, I was living with my grandparents at the time and I'd been out of school for about 4 years. And when I turned 18, they were like, you got to get a job. And I applied to a whole bunch of different places. Didn't have much luck because I didn't have people skills at the time. And so I'm like, all right, I've got no skills, no education, no qualifications. I always loved cleaning and knew I wanted to start a business. And so that's what I did. And 3 months in, I got my first client. It was a $27 house clean. It took me 4.5 hours, but I tell you what, I was the happiest guy on earth to be making $6 an hour that day. And it's actually a very special day today because it is my grandmother's 75th birthday. So I want to say a big special shout out to Vicky Bartlett back in Bunbury, WA. Happy birthday, Nana.
Vicky, happy birthday.
What a birthday present to have you on the telly today. Happy birthday, Vicky. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Now, last year you won there's a competition, Australia's fastest cleaner, and you won that.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was like the Olympics of cleaning.
What do you have to do?
Well, we got flown out to Sydney and we were put in this white-style house on like a movie set. And we met Matty J, who was hosting. He was great. And there was this team called the Spill Squad. They were tasked with making as much mess as humanly possible for us to clean up. It was orange juice, soy sauce, ice cream. And, I mean, what a great job to get paid to make mess. I never got paid by my parents. So we had the first round of heats. It took about 10 to 15 minutes to clean that. Then we had the final speed round and I won by just 2 seconds.
Wow, that is so good. You're also a qualified trauma and crime scene cleaner. So you've upped your skill level to sort of elite level now.
Yeah, I always had an interest in doing it and I had the opportunity last year to get certified and I went over to Brisbane and did the practical training for it, which was really cool, and I didn't think much of it at the time, but a week later when I got back to Bunbury, we got our first call ever about forensic cleaning, and it just so happened that I'd been certified and I did my first forensic clean that week.
OK, that can't be fun. Come on. I know you're enjoying this. That can't be fun.
It's not fun. It is very gratifying work. I love that we're able to help people through a tough time, and I love the compassion there. Yeah.
Nice. All right, let's get some practical advice while you're here, because as you probably are aware, Kylie and I love cleaning. What are the cleaning tools that you can't live without?
Well, first of all, I can't live without a magic eraser. It's in the name, it really is magic. I love using them for walls and we use them in a lot of vacate cleans. Next is an ostrich feather duster. I don't know how, but for some reason, ostrich feathers, dust just sticks to them like glue. It is an amazing tool for cleaning skirting boards, door frames, ceiling fans and all the likes. A good all-purpose spray, not one that you just find off the shelf at Woolies or Bunnings, but one that can really do everything. And lastly, I would say a multi-use mop. One like a spin mop that you can use on walls and floors and all the rest.
OK, so there are people who don't like cleaning. What are your top tips for making it more enjoyable and getting it done quicker? Because you're the speed king as well.
Yeah, well, I would say firstly, just put a little essential cleaning kit in every main room of the house. So every now and then, if you want to clean one room, you can just grab a few products out and do a quick speed clean. Next, I would say to stick to a consistent schedule. Cleaning rewards people who are disciplined. So even if it's just once a month or once a fortnight or once a week, just have that dedicated day where you can clean the house. Next, I would say go top to bottom and left to right. This is a great system that we use in professional cleaning. You start at the top of a room, you work your way down and you go in a clockwise direction, left to right. And lastly, I would say just break it up into bite-sized chunks. So if you look at a big room with a big floor space, it may look overwhelming, but if you just imagine there's all these different squares there, you just clean one square at a time and work your way back.
I've never heard that clock thing before. That's going to change my life.
It changed my life.
What, working clockwise?
No, going top to bottom and working like left to right.
Top to bottom, left to right.
Life changer.
Great tip.
Yeah.
Changed my life too. I'll have to tell the people who clean my place that that's the way I want it to work. I don't want them... Yeah.
They won't want to hear that.
Well, they don't want to work fast either because by the hour, you know how that works. You are talking about something that most people really hate doing with a sparkle in your eye. What do you say to people who really just hate cleaning? And that would be a lot of our audience.
Well, just get someone like me to do it.
Yeah,
just call us. Head to the website and book us.
100,000 fans over the years. Why are people fascinated about cleaning? Because I get it. I can watch cleaning, TikTok or whatever. I find them fascinating.
Weirdo.
Yeah, I know. Well, why?
sorry.
But why is that?
Well, I'll talk from my perspective.
Yeah.
I like watching cooking videos,
Yeah.
but I don't like to cook. I don't like to prepare the ingredients, buy everything, cook, clean up. And so I think maybe there's a lot of people out there who are time poor, lack the energy or the patience to clean themselves, but they like seeing the end result. Or maybe there's just people that like to get some nifty tips and hacks.
Yeah, yeah.
It's great. Fascinating. But
I need some more tips. I need some more tips. Like, what do you use in your bathroom that's like you couldn't live without?
Well, I use an acidic cleaner, so I use a sulfamic acid-based cleaner. It cuts through all the limescale build-up and the hard water
That's
stains.
what I like, that soapy scum stuff. Right?
Yes.
That's really hard to get rid of.
And I use a scraper blade, so a Trojan scraper from Bunnings or any other
Yeah.
brand. You can grab one of those and it just scrapes everything off like it's nothing.
Right, I use it on my legs, but should I use it on the...
oh, I thought.
to get the spray tan off?
If it
I
works
thought
on
you
your
used-
legs, it should work on the shower
I thought
too.
you used a gurney on your legs. No.
Perhaps I should.
What do you get? Most important question we're going to ask you. What are you getting Nan for her birthday?
Well, I got her this, but I guess if you put me on the spot, I'll get her some flowers when I'm back home and I'll take her out to a nice dinner as well.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Lovely.
That's the
Oh,
plan.
and you can all sit around and listen to your podcast together. You've got a podcast coming out?
Yeah, so I've got a podcast that I've been running for 2 years. It's
Yeah.
called Self-Made, spelled M-A-I-D. I'm quite proud of that name. I came up with it myself. I've got about 70 episodes, most that I've done by myself. I recently interviewed Jim Penman, the founder and CEO of Jim's Group, so that was a big pull and that was a great episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just love to extract thoughts and ideas from the depths of my head and get them out there into the world so other people can learn and grow with me.
Okay, so from a kid that dropped out of school at 14 to now running your own business, you've got people working for you, I take it?
About 45.
45 people working for you. Look at you go. Good on you. That's fantastic.
Thanks, Kylie.
You go home and sort out your bath scums, your soap scum in your bath, please.
No,
None of us,
I don't.
none of
I
us
just-
wanted to know that you've got soap scum in your bath.
No, I don't. I'm just like, that's one of the
Hey, if you
things
need
which is
someone to take care
hard.
of it, you know who
It's
to
just,
call
it's hard.
How long are you here for in this part of the world?
I'll be in Sydney for a week. I've been
Could you
here
get
a
over
lot
and look?
recently.
Could you quickly zip over after the show and look after Kylie's soap scum in her
We
bath?
can
Can you
arrange
stop
something.
saying soap scum?
Well, you said it.
I know. I'm just saying it's that stuff that gets on the tiles is really hard to get off. And you wear as much fake tan and makeup as I do.
Am I allowed to make a TikTok in your house, or is that?
Yes.
Oh, now we're
Not the
talking.
first. Hey, good to see you, mate. Congrats. Happy birthday to Nan.
Thanks, Larry.
Just ahead.